Alright, for those who don't know, I make a lot of 3D printed props on this channel. So, to mark this 427 subscriber, monument of this channel, me, as in myself, are gonna rank every single 3D printed prop about if I enjoyed making it, had fun making it, like had a little, it was a good time making it, a little bit of mix of both, like I had a good time and I didn't. Also meh, but whatever. I hated making this and I wanted to stop doing it. And then there's both of the things above this one. So I hated making this and I did not want to do it anymore. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, the first ever 3D printed prop, the Deadpool helmet. So this was supposed to be originally a two-parter. This was supposed to be one part is where I just make the helmet, and then the next part would just be I would go to my school wearing the helmet. But I never recorded anything with this helmet in the school. I did wear it, I just didn't record anything. So yeah. Also, making this helmet, I had the Adventure Flash Forge 4, which was the worst printer I've ever owned. I recommend no one buying it because it's just that bad. The bed on that printer was so small that I literally had to like slice some of the files that like you needed to print to make this helmet in half so that it could fit onto my printer. And because of that, it took like what, 8 days to fully finish the thing, because I had to print all the parts, then I needed to spray paint the entire thing, then I had to assemble the entire thing, and I had to make sure it was comfortable for me to wear. And this helmet didn't even fit me properly. I literally had to use this red tape to make it fit me, and like that barely worked because it would like squish the top of my head here and it would hurt so bad. Yeah, we're gonna put this in actually meh, because yeah, it is the first video, so I don't expect to have like the greatest time in the world making it, but like it's just meh. It's meh. All right, next up we got the MK566 video. I don't remember much about this video. I don't feel like there wasn't any issues with this at all. I know that like super gluing some of the parts were a little bit of a pain in the ass, and I know that like a scope like broke mid-print, so like it looked kind of funky, and I didn't have enough material to remake it. So other than that, like it was a not bad print. Like I'm gonna put this in meh as well. I'm gonna put it higher than the Deadpool. Go higher. I'm gonna put it higher than the Deadpool rate 1. I didn't really have fun making it. I was just making it for a video. Now we get to my most viewed video and possibly my favorite YouTube video on this channel, the Glock 19. This is my favorite video because I remember I literally had to like go into like a tiny little classroom and like do skits in there, and I found that amazing because like I've never done that before. I've never went that extreme for a YouTube video. So, but we're not here to talk about if I enjoyed editing the video. We're here to talk about if I enjoyed making the prop. No. There was some areas where like when I found out what to do, like I was like, oh okay, like this is kind of fun. But there was a lot of problems. One is an example. I have to print the main body for the gun, right? And the slot where you have to load in the magazine, there are still supports in like that magazine slot. And I don't even think that slicer I was using at the time, the Flash Forge slicer, had an option where you could like physically change like how far apart the supports will be from the actual thing you're trying to make. I literally spent a whole day figuring out how I could get the support out just to like grab like a metal wrench and like scrape all of the supports off, and then I'm like, oh there we go, now it works perfect. But that wasn't the only problem. There was also like this little like slot where like you have to put like a square, and then you have to assemble all this other stuff with it so like it could actually like clock back like and reload or whatever. But that like I was really impatient at the time, and like the super glue was like not drying as quick as it should have, so it just like became a huge mess. And I also decided to use the thickest rubber band I had. I don't know why I used the thickest rubber band. I just found a rubber band. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this one, which is stupid. Why would I? Oh my god, that pissed me off the most. Another thing though, the rubber band kept on flinging off the spot, so I literally had to super glue the rubber band so it could stay on the slot it's supposed to stay on. just so that like they could actually like clock back properly.
Just like how your virgin parents did.
Summon Call of Breed to draw 3 additional cards from my.
And to make it even worse, before my final semi-formal, the back of the gun, the clocking mechanism, decided to break. And I never fixed it. The Glock 19, it's gonna be a mix of both because like I'm only saying mix of both because it's my favorite video on the channel. I am only giving that. If this was my favorite video, I would have said I hated making this. But it's a mix of both because it's my favorite video on the channel. Alright, now for the marksman rifle. This was my first official like gun that could like actually like shoot a bullet. Not the ones where you load gunpowder in it and it would actually like shoot and go through a wall. No, this was like a Nerf gun.
I'm not shooting fucking it now.
Shoot it.
I'm not shooting it.
Shoot it.
No.
Shoot the fucking gun.
No.
Shoot the gun.
No.
Shoot the gun.
Say please.
Shoot the gun.
No.
Shoot the. I'm paying you, bitch. That hit my wiener. Apparently, I kind of got backlash for this video because people are saying like, "Oh, nowadays anybody can print anything." Like it was an insult. This, I didn't really have any problems with it. Not that I think about it. Like there was no problems at all. I also didn't have fun making. Like there wasn't moments where I'm like, "Yeah, I love making this." Like, this is tough because I don't know if I should put it in meh or if I should put it in had fun making it. We're gonna put it in meh, but it's gonna be over the Deadpool helmet. In my opinion, I feel like I had a little bit more fun time making the MK5666 than making the marksman rifle. Now we get to my least favorite prop. The 3D printed airsoft rifle. Get this out of the way, put it at the very bottom. I hated making this, and this video was never gonna be a thing. This video was never gonna happen. One reason why this wasn't gonna happen was because I was in the hospital, and I did not want to finish making this video. And two, I did not have fun making it. At the time, I was thinking like, why would people watch this video of me just like messing up the entire video? And then the more I thought, I'll be like, that's kind of what people want to watch. I'm not even joking. I literally rewatched the video, my last recording. This video, I might actually like retry at the prop. I'm saying this now because like after rewatching the whole video, there was so many stuff I messed up on. I think why did I even design it? Hold on, I gotta go watch that video.
If that doesn't work, it's either I attach the elastic band to one of these clips.
Oh, I see what I was doing here. So basically what I was trying to do here was I'll put elastic band here, I'll put like elastic band here, right? And I'll put the single like BB like over here and I'll pull this back. And what I thought would happen is I would send the fucking thing flying, it will go through the drywall and it'll be more powerful than an actual airsoft rifle. But no, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen.
Temperature protection triggered unload.
Temperature protection triggered unloading. We do not talk about what I named that printer. Oh lord, what is that hairstyle? Wow, I look like, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but it was something. If you know me, you know me. But what, like, bro, I looked so skinny back then. I had this hairstyle. Fuck.
I broke the fucking thing.
Maybe this might be the next 3D printed prop. Me retrying to 3D print the airsoft gun. Yeah. But as of right now, this is at the very bottom. I actually hated making this video. 3D printed lightsaber. Didn't really have any issues, but there was one main one, and this is why it's in meh. The blade, like, so how this lightsaber will work, you flick it and like the blade will pop up, right? And it'll be all cool. Two problems. I said there was one, but now there's two. One, I used the worst filament possible. I used the worst color possible. I used this galaxy purple as the handle, and then I just did like a normal like red, blue, and pink galaxy as the blade, which would never work. That was never gonna work because the blade parts are like rotating in like a certain area, like where you don't know where the blade's gonna come from, and then you flick it and it looks ugly. So that's one reason. Another reason, when you would flick it, if you flick it just a tiny bit too hard, the blade will come off. That wasn't the user issue. That wasn't the person designing the issue. That was the printer issue. Because literally, on my Ender 7, I made something, literally, I'll show it to you right now. So about a couple years ago, I made this banana peel blade, and like you'll hold it by the handle, and you'll flick it, and the thing comes off. It took 30 hours to make. Don't ask why. It's because I had an Ender 7. But here's the thing: when you flick it, like if I really flick it, it stays on no matter what. If I were to do not even just half the force I did with this right now, the blade would be going across the room. It was not fun. So yeah, just because of that reason, it's in meh, or not meh, sorry, mix of both. The 3D printed Airsoft P90. This, guaranteed, is probably my favorite prop I've made on this channel, but I am so pissed off that it didn't get the recognition that it deserved. Yeah, sure, it's like a well-viewed video. It has almost 1,000 views. But that's the problem. It doesn't have 1,000 views. Okay, this is me editing the video. I'm starting to think that it doesn't deserve the highest spot, but I'm still gonna leave it there. I remembered making this video. For some reason, like, making this print, it literally messed up my entire bed, like, from this one video. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it did it, but it was like all these scrape marks that were all over the bed, and I have absolutely no idea how that happened. To this day, I have no idea how that happened. And it wasn't just that. I was in a rush making these parts, so I put the printer at like a really fast speed to do it. So that's why, like, the part you're seeing right now, it's like looks like shit. So I'm still keeping this at the toppest tier, but it's like there's so many problems that like happened while making this print, but like I feel like at the end it was just like worth it. And it took so long to make this. This took ages to make, and I literally had to buy separate parts from Bambu Lab, because the whole reason why I wanted to make this video was because having a 3D printed P90 that could actually shoot rubber bands was such an amazing concept, and I really wanted to try it. And I remember I spent like, what, $10 or $15 on rubber bands, magnets, screws, springs, all this stuff for this gun. It took like 3 weeks. The assembling process was fun. When I tried it, it worked first try and it was amazing. But like, it's so disappointed that like it didn't get the view count that it should have gotten. And I remember I tried my hardest promoting this. I even like posted like on a post saying like, hey, this is my next video, you should like be prepared for it. Because like this was like at the time where I haven't uploaded in a while, and I like got off like my schedule. So yeah, but this is guaranteed my favorite prop I've made. The 3D, okay, now this is another good prop. It's not an enjoyed. I'm putting this in had fun making. This is probably the most powerful rubber band gun I have, because the problem with the P90, it would just wear out quickly, but it's still a cool display prop. This one, however, would shoot things flying across the room, literally from one end of my basement to the other it would go to. It was that powerful. It still is that powerful too, because like there isn't like any like propeller things that would hold the thing back. Like this thing had like a propeller that would hold it back, and it would like become loosened or whatever, right? This one, nothing would hold it back. But that's the thing, like the only problem I have, it's not as good like looking as the P90. It's just like a generic like makeshift gun that you could shoot 21 bullets out of. And the problem is it was like 6 minutes long, which I was predicting this to be like 15 minutes. And I was saying it was 15 minutes because I was used to like the timeage on my Adventure 4. And this was also the time like when I was like documenting like, hey, this is me at this process. This is this part being done, this part being done, this part being done. But no, that's not how it is. But yeah, no, having this on Had Making Fun makes more sense than having on Actually Enjoyed Making It. Because yeah, I had fun making it, but I just prefer the P90 more than this one. Now for the Gurren Lagann action figure. Dude, when I saw this for the first time, I think this was like after how long did it take me to make another 3D printed prop? Now that I'm thinking about it, Jesus Christ, this took me like 7 months to re-upload another one. Jesus, it was that long. I'm putting this higher than the 21 shots. The only reason this is not Actually Enjoyed was because I made him the wrong color. So like there would be like these brown spots over here on like his shoulders, his face, right? They're brown. It's supposed to be silver. or gray at best. I didn't know this until I finished gluing everything, and I was so angry when I figured that out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm only having had fun making it because like it's not like perfection. All right, and now for the final prop of this video, the Iron Man helmet. This is going on Actually Enjoyed. This is going on Actually Enjoyed because I had a fun time. Or actually, ooh, actually, you know what? No, this is gonna go. Ooh, wait, no, not here. No, definitely not here. Stop. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna leave it there for a second. Because now that I'm thinking about it, this took me 2 tries to make, and I wasted $20 making this video. Because the material I used, like, for this video, right, like, it was supposed to cost, like, 500 grams. I used nearly all of it. Just because, like, the whole point of this video was to make the helmet fit me, but it never fit me. So at the end of the video, I'm like, I'm just gonna make this a display prop or whatever, right? I actually have it right here. Look, this was the first time I even used a soldering iron on something, and hey, it was pretty good. I even like printed out some like I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like meshing or whatever to put in the eyes as like a display. Like, hey, the lights are like on, but like, I don't know if you can see that from far away, but. Yeah, I know from the camera. I don't know if it's on this camera. If you're seeing the same thing as me, what I'm seeing, it's like the yellow I use is like a tiny bit green than it should be. But on like most of the footage, it's yellow, so it's not really an issue. But whatever. And this is also the stand I made for it. And as you can tell, like this thing does it does not fit me at all. So making a display prop would just be much better. There was though a segment where I tested Bambu Labs PLA, and it was actually, it withstand like what, 80-90 pounds until I like started tossing the weight at it and actually like started sitting down on it for it to actually break.
5-pound drop.
So just because of that segment, I'm putting this on like the very lowest on had fun making it, because like I had a fun time breaking it. I know I'm ranking on if I had like the enjoyability of making the props, but I still had a good time like making the second helmet. Like I had a good job printing, I had a good job designing, or not design, sorry, soldering it. I had a good job finding like the meshing for the eyes here and like gluing that together, like soldering that together, sorry. But yeah, not bad video. All right, this is gonna have to do for the tier list. So we got P90 at actually like at the highest rank. I actually enjoy making it. We got the Gurren Lagann action figure, the 21-shot rubber band gun, and the Iron Man helmet, and had fun making it. Then we got the MK566, the marksman rifle, and the Deadpool helmet in meh. Then we got the Glock 19. No, this is the Glock 10. Glock 19. God damn it. Yeah, the Glock 19 and the lightsaber in a mix of both. And then we finally got the airsoft rifle at the lowest of the tier list. So my next video might actually be like re-attempting to make this gun, because now that I have like what, a $1,200 machine, and I could like design it to be like really powerful now, because like I've been doing this for more longer, and I did like a little bit of engineering and 3D designing in college as like a professional, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but also not. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because I want to hit 500 by the end of this year. That would be really cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.